Boom, boom, boom. Okay, rapid news from around the globe in Moto right now. We're going to hit this quick and fast. And the biggest thing that everybody needs to know is that Deegan is going to win everything now in the 250 class because this kid, unfortunately.
Everybody, just want to come in here and give you guys an update. Just want to say thank you for all the kind words the last couple of days while I've been trying to figure things out. But yeah, unfortunately, I have a fully torn ACL in my right knee. Luckily, it's looking like that's the only thing that's wrong right now. I have a sprained MCL and a little bit of contusion to my meniscus. But right now, it's not looking too bad. So, yeah, definitely a bummer. It's gut-wrenching. It's been
bummer, big time bummer, because that individual was probably going to be the only guy that could beat Deegan. And now it's left up to Joe Shimoda, which he probably can. We know Tom Vial's having a hard time getting it done. The pro circuit guys, I don't know, maybe can get it done, but Deegan seems to be just moving through them. And so the 250 class may not be fun to watch anymore because he is out. We all thought it was going to be a torn ACL, and that is it. He can ride without one, right? And him being close to the championship, does he get it fixed or does he ride? And I don't think he can beat Deegan with a torn ACL. He's going to have to get it fixed. But if he wants to salvage some points and get second or third in the series, then yeah, ride without one. He's not going to want to put his foot down, and it's going to feel not very stable. He's going to have to tape it up a bunch, but there's been guys that have done it. You know, Stewart is the one that just comes to mind that didn't get it done and was able to still win a championship, you know, but that is Stu, right? He's the Stewinator. It might not be anyone else that could do the same thing. So for that, maybe for SMX, dude, that's, gosh, okay, you're thinking June, if he gets it done, which he might get it done right away. July, August, September, October, 4 months. Yeah, he could be ready for SMX for sure. And he's already won a race with Thunder Valley, so he's already qualified, even though I doubt he'd be outside of the top 20, but that is it. And some people are saying keep the feet on the pegs. Yeah, you've got those ankle savers. I was noting how guys are trying to have their toes pointed inward so that they're not out like this, so that they don't twist the knees. But I mean, it's an injury that happens all the time, and we've been seeing Achilles happen more often as well. So we just hope that he is going to come back for SMX, get that thing fixed. But what is up next on the news? Well, you kind of knew this. World Superbike guys are not making as much money as MotoGP guys, except for a world-class World Superbike guy is still making more. It's kind of the equivalent of Jet Lawrence at the moment, right? With that compared to MotoGP. Just thought it was interesting. I like these numbers being put out. This is something that I think us as, you know, motocross and supercross should be more, even if it's embarrassing at first, right? That will help change it. And if it doesn't change, it doesn't change. So we'll just be there, right? That'll just be it. But, you know, I leave that for that. This, I think, should also be in Moto as well, even though that MotoGP guys are saying that it's flawed at the moment because of the noise levels, right? I mean, those guys have to complain about anything, but that would be interesting. Might have saved Sexton from almost losing an eye and hurting his shoulder and all sorts of stuff if he was able to be like, hey, come back into the pits. We got goggles for you, because we saw that Carlos can freaking do a 10-second pit stop, or probably less than that, for goggle changes for AP. So that is something I would like to see introduced into the sport as well. And then also, you know, the team changes here. This is kind of going from Ducati to Ducati, but Nicolo Gia, gosh, man, I'm going to have Google Translate to help me with that. But anyway, he's going from Ducati to Ducati. And we also have a track that is no longer going to sell alcohol, which is interesting, right? Because of lots of fights and everything at the MXGP of Great Britain, which ironically has to be this weekend. And we saw some fights break out at High Point as well, with some fist fights, which I think it happens more often than not, but because everyone has a cell phone, you can catch these moments, and that's just it. It's a bummer. What's Moto without alcohol? I don't know, right? Could you imagine if they did that at Redbud? No more alcohol because of all the fights. It would be awful. And sort of the last thing, this I haven't had a chance to talk about, but I thought that this was cool. And this is something that Moto America has been doing. And it is the first to adopt a rapid blood test for concussion evaluation so that you'll know instantaneous if Sprocket wants to say hi as well. If your rider is unable to continue because he has a concussion. Because truthfully, what we have going on right now is flawed because we have the concussion test. And in order to get your pro license, motocross or supercross, you have to go get a concussion test protocol done at a hospital or some facility, and it takes about an hour to do. It's a lot of quick reflex stuff and little dots. It's not something that you can really fail. I mean, if you're a dumbass, you'll probably have a pretty low score. And honestly, that comes to mind. Maybe have a really dumb score and a really bad reaction time so that when you do have a concussion, that's a way to dupe the test because it still thinks that you are just dumb. But anyway, between motos and everything, they're so quick. Between heat races and main events and first and second moto, if you do have a concussion, there's no way you could administer a 45-minute test and be, oh yeah, you're good to go. So this is pretty darn cool. I think it's something to where now you could have it done inside of like 10 minutes with the blood test, which is something that I think Moto should definitely be doing that as well. But hey, that is your weekend Moto rapid news, pretty much in 10 minutes or less. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be traveling tomorrow, and everybody, if you're riding or racing this weekend, stay safe and keep it WFO, elbow down. I mean, no, realistically, you should have your elbow up, but I'm, contradicting myself and I'm just digressing because that's what I liked to do. And Brian said that AP was out in 7 seconds, not 10. Pretty darn cool. And everyone else is saying hit that like button. Yeah, definitely hit that like button. And anyway, that is this week news. It's an off weekend. Oh, but it's not an off weekend for MotoGP. MotoGP, they've got their race in Italy this weekend, and then MXGP has this week in Great Britain. And the last comment, it'd be me for sure. We do that, right? 100%. Give the little man the gloves. He'll get it done. And anyway, thanks, guys, for watching the show. Bra-da-da-da-da.